Hi, everybody. It's Retta, and I have a request. Emily at Heartfelt Creations made a wonderful video about how to make a cascading fuchsia card with an oval frame, and it was an easel type card, but people weren't sure how to make the oval. And it's made out of an element in their paper elements collection and also from paper in that collection. And I wanted to show you how to do that. So let's begin. First of all, you're going to need two items. You're going to need the '07 solid May 2015 paper from the paper pack, and you're going to need the '06 May 2015 label oval with a border number 1. You're going to need those two items to do exactly what I'm doing. If you want to get them and play along, just pause the video and let's go. So anyway, we're going to go to the upload item. We're going to go to uploads. Now you notice it says upload image up here. I'm going to go back to uploads and see up here it says pattern fill. Let's go to pattern fill, upload pattern, and I'm going to browse. Right here is the pattern paper I want you to get, and hit open. There it is. You can give it a name. I'm going to pick the color green because that's mostly what it is. And what will happen is if I'm looking up a green color pattern, it'll bring it up. So hit upload. And pretty much as soon as you can do something else, you're done with that for right now. Go to upload again. See, it said pattern upload successfully. Now it says upload image. You want that. You want to browse. And here is the label, the oval label that we want to get. I'm going to bring it into the uploads. I'm not going to do anything here this time. Continue, continue, flat graphic, because these are print and cuts. Continue, and name it, put tags on it so you can find it easier. By the way, if you think you'll go back and do that, you won't. Do it while you're inputting it in, and it'll just save you time later. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Let's make it about 5 inches wide. Okay, now I'm going to put this over here. Now we're going to go back and upload the same image doing something a little different. I'm going to show you how in uploading this, you can take that center out if you don't need it. So go to uploads, upload image, browse again. I'm going to pick that same label, upload. There it is. Continue. Now we're going to stop here because this is where you can change what you're uploading. You can pick this select here because this isn't a background. This is all one piece. I'm going to select the inside of this to get rid of it. And I want it all gone. See how that worked? Now, if you want to see if it worked well, hit this preview single layer. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Now, there may be little pieces in there. The only way to find out is take it all the way into the program and turn on, make it a cutter file, and you'll see if there's any little pieces on the inside. But right now, we look okay. Let's hit apply and continue. Hit print and cut because we're still dealing with the print and cut. Continue, name it, give it tags so you can find it later. Hit it again, and there we are. Now you notice the inside is gone. That was the fastest way to take the inside perfectly out of this. Now I'm going to make this the same size as the other one. Now I'm going to show you how to check something, and I'm going to duplicate it so I don't lose this piece. Duplicate. I'm going to change this to a basic cut. Okay, now, did you see what happened there? Do you see all those little dots? That's what didn't get erased. So this isn't a clean inside here, but I want it to be. So I can either go out and load it again and take my eraser, knowing that the pieces that are left are right here, or I can just cut them out with the slice feature. And by doing that, I can take an oval and I can rotate it 90 degrees. And I can bring it into this here. And I'm going to make it almost as big because all the pieces are in kind of in the center. I just don't want to mess up anything on the outside. Now, if I unlock this, I can make it just a bit wider, but I'm still not touching any of the actual print and cut sides. See how that worked? Now I can select it, slice. Do you see all those little dots in there? Right, you did it. Now let's move this out of the way. I'm going to delete this whole thing because I don't need it. Guess what? If I duplicate this again so I don't lose my original, I can test it by just going to Basic. Look, it's a clean one now. Now, I know I did the wrong one, but they're both identical, so we'll keep this one. There you go. Now, how she made the back part's very easy. We're going to move this out of the way. By the way, if you want to do this, you have to take an oval, fit it inside here, and slice it out. And then you can do the next step with this as well. So we're going to hit offset. Now, if you get nervous about doing this, just go ahead and make a duplicate. You do not have to use the one and mess it up. It may just make it just fine. See that? See how it did that? Now I moved that, so now it's said, oh, you don't want it, and it got rid of it. I didn't hit the X. I do want to move this down so you can see it better. Offset, see those lines around it? That's exactly how big the offset is. So I'm going to make it skinnier from both the inside and the outside. Oops, I went too far. There we go. I think that's a good border, don't you? Okay, now to make it apply, you have to hit apply. There you go. Now I can move this out of the way. Okay, now you notice since we did it on a print and cut, we have to change this to a cut file. So basic cutting, it changes the color. Now, this is where the pattern paper comes in. You can do one of two things. You can just use this cut file and cut it out of a pattern paper if you want to. If you want to save a little ink, sometimes I think it's not worth it. I just cut it out because you can print those pattern papers on 8.5 by 11 paper and you're not doing a big sheet because this will cut out of there more than once actually. So anyway, you go up here to the print and cut. We're going to make this a print and cut this time. And we're going to go to the color. Now see where it says color here? I'm going to drop that down and go to patterns. Now, Cricut has patterns already in here, but I've also put patterns in here of my own. This is the one I just put in. If I hit that, it changed this to that color. Now, this will print in the color of the pattern you put in it. Or you can use the cut file of it and just cut it out of the paper that you print. It's up to you. Sometimes I need those papers, so I do. And right there is your solution to making the oval that Emily did. If she did it differently, I hope she comments and tells you how. But right now, this is the way I would have done it. I hope that helps. I hope you have a great day. And thank you for stopping by.